Okay, so a lot of people are new to foam rolling. So the first thing I'm going to tell you about foam rolling is you might initially think it's the worst experience of your life and you don't ever want to do that, and why would anyone ask you to do that? And I totally understand. It can be very, very, very painful when you're first starting, but I will tell you that the more painful it is, that just pretty much means the more that you need it. And as you do it more often and maintain your flexibility, it will become less painful. This foam roller can become your best friend, I promise. So the first two things, these are just the initial basics. The first two foam rolls I always teach all of my clients. The first one is for the side of your leg here. So another thing about foam rollers, you always want to be in your meaty tissue. You don't want to put foam rollers on your joints, and you don't want to put foam rollers on the back of your knee, which is also your joint, just technically speaking, so you know. And you also do not want to put the foam roller in your lumbar spine. So that means above your hips and below your rib cage is a no man's land for foam rollers. You'll see people doing it. You might even see people recommending it. Don't do it. You do not have the structures around your spine in that area to support your spine and protect you from injury. So do not foam roll your lumbar spine. You can go hips and below. You can go rib cage and above. Do not foam roll your lumbar spine. Okay, that being said, let's start with the side of your leg, which is known as TFL-IT. And what you're going to do is you're going to do a side plank essentially onto your foam roller. So I've got my foam roller here. I'm going to start basically in the middle of my thigh. And what you might see a lot of people doing is this. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. This is not what you're supposed to do. All right? The rolling through is only to find what you consider to be the most tender spot of what you've located. Once you find that, you want to sit on it. Okay? You're going to hold it for about 30 seconds. I'm not going to do that here for length of video. You're going to do the same thing on your other side. So I'm going to go straight on that side again. So it's like a side plank. Foam roller, start in the middle of your thigh. You do roll through just to locate the tender spot you want to work on, and then you hold it. Now notice that my ankle is on the ground and I'm really planked out into a side plank, taking weight into my shoulder and elbow here. You do not want to end up like this. This is not proper foam rolling. This is. Okay? This foot is here for support as well. If you can't hold it for 30 seconds when you're first starting, I totally get it. Do what you can. And build up. You will be able to do it, I promise, and you'll begin to love it. The other foam roll that I find is really important, it's kind of difficult to do, but this is for your piriformis. And your piriformis is in your bottom, and it contributes a lot to low back pain. So we definitely want to loosen that up. What you want to do is start sitting on your foam roller like it's a little curb. You're going to pick a side. Pick a side, cross your leg over, other hand to your knee. Fold in as much as you can and get into that meaty tissue. So you don't want to be on what, like your butt bone. So like here I am, I'm on my bone. That's not where I want to be. I want to be just beyond that into my piriformis. And again, the rolling is only to find the tender spot, then you're going to sit on it. Okay, 30 seconds. Now, the spot that you find will move around. So today you might find a spot in one spot, and then another day you might not feel that spot, and then you'll find a different spot. Or you might be so tight that you've got a million spots, and you don't have time to do a million spots today. So you're just going to do what you can and work on it on a regular basis so that you can get beyond that. So again, picking a side, I turned around, so I'm on the opposite cheek, crossing over, hand to knee, folding in, and sitting right into that piriformis. So I'm using my foot and my hand here for balance. If you can't fold up this much, totally get it. You may be here, and that's okay. If you can't fold this much, you can just kind of lean into that piriformis just from this position and work. It's not as deep, it's not as effective, but it's a start. So those are some options for you. So if nothing else, try those 2 foam rolls, and we'll see you at my next class.